Dr. S. Ramya, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology. The topic is Requirement Engineering. Introduction to Requirements Engineering. Requirements Engineering is nothing but systematic process of discovering, documenting, analyzing, verifying and managing the requirements. Ensures the final software matches the user needs. Based on the customer needs, we need to identify the product as well as the developing the product. The key part of the software development life cycle model is nothing but project has to be success based on the customer needs and delivered to the particular time. Next one, objectives of the requirements: understand the stakeholder needs, avoid the incomplete and ambiguous requirements, provide a clear basis for the design and development, reduce the cost of changes as well as ensure the quality and user satisfaction. Phases of requirements: requirements engineering process, feasibility study, requirements facilitations, requirements specifications, requirements verification, validations and requirements management. These are the steps has to be followed based on the requirements engineering process to the software product development. Examples of functional is nothing but user authentication, add, update and delete the data, generate the monthly reports, process transactions, send the email notification to the particular customer. The examples of a non-functional requirements, that is the key types of non-functional is nothing but performance, scalability, portability, compatibility, reliability, availability, maintainability, security as well as the usability. So these are the key types of the non-functional requirements. So requirements engineering process, first one facilitations, gather the requirements and collected the feedback from the customer, how the product will be reflected and hand over to the particular date. Analysis, resolve the conflicts, that is the confusion, and prioritize the work and allocated the work to the team members. Specification is nothing but document requirements, that is the software requirement specifications. Validation, check the correctness and completeness, as well as the management is nothing but handle the changes. Technique for collecting is nothing but interviews, questionnaires, user observations, workshops, brainstorming, role playing, user case and scenarios, prototyping and reverse engineering. These are the data has to be collected in the different ways. The software requirement specifications. Software requirement specification is a comprehensive formal document that describes the complete set of requirements for a software system to be developed. It acts as a blueprint or contract between the stakeholders, between the client, that is stakeholders nothing but client, product owners, developers, testers as well as the project managers. Clearly define what the software must do, how it should perform and understand what constraint without prescribing how to implement it. The SRS bridges the gap between the high-level business needs and detailed technical work. It helps prevent the scope, creep, miscommunication, rework and costly defects by making the requirements unambiguous, complete, verifiable, consistent and as well as traceable. Purpose of SRS is nothing but it serves as a primary reference for the requirements, development, testing, validation and maintenance. Act as a basis contract, cost, schedule estimates and acceptance criteria, ensures all the parties understand the same expectations. It supports a traceability. Key characteristics of the good requirements nothing but correct, unambiguous, complete, consistent, verifiable, traceable, necessary and prioritized. These are the set of requirements should also do the modular, feasible and as well as modifiable. Standard structure of a SRS document. The most widely referenced structures comes from the older, that is the IEEE standards. Introduction is nothing but a purpose, scope, definitions, reference as well as an overview. The product perspective and product functions, user classes, characteristics, operating environment. Operating environment is nothing but hardware, operating system, browser, network, etc. Design and implementation constraints nothing but standard languages and protocol has to be followed through the software product development. User document, planned manual, help the files as well as the tutorials. External interface requirements nothing but user interface, hardware interface, software interface as well as a communication interface. System features are the functional requirements that is organized by the feature, use case, user story groups, modules and stimulus. Other functional requirements, performance requirements, safety requirements, security requirements, software quality attributes and others. So, benefits is clear, structured as well as the formal document used by the developers, testers as well as the stakeholders. Conclusions nothing but software requirements are the foundations of successful projects as well as the clear requirements is mainly used for to reduce the errors and improve the customer satisfactions. So good requirements leads to a better design, development and the testing. If requirements are not, the whole system will be wrong. So the requirements take part important role in the software project development. Yes, thank you.